uphill. But I do bike back, which is almost too much downhill. But during the day, I like to go down there and get on that river. That Snake River is kind of a cool place, cool path. It's kind of neat to be outdoors. So yeah.
Sounds like there's a few you guys who are doing that, biking together.
Myself, Mason Miller. He's the other guy that brought his bike. He's the only other guy. Now there's a bunch of other coaches that go run and work out. And, yeah, it's a pretty athletic group. But I'm the only main biker right now.
How important is it for? I know the players are like some community bond, but there's so many new coaches. And
yeah.
This is important for you guys.
Neat. Now we get around each other a lot too, and you know, coaches are coaches, so we naturally kind of we all have kind of the same direction. But players, it's always neat to get different guys around different guys, and really when they're it's a neat environment to do this. We're away, they're together. You know, it's hard on everybody, and they're all fighting for the same goal. So yeah, it's a neat place to bring a team and spend a week. It's been a good week for us.
You guys as coaches, is anything in particular to get together and spend more time together away from practice and away from the obstacle lane?
Not really. And what that means is the majority of the time we've been together in the building and doing practice planning and just getting in recruiting and everything we do. We do a lot together. But it's a good group of men, and they're a good group to work with. And I know I'm around a group of guys who know how to coach football here.
Some heat down south. How's it compared to what you got here?
You know what? This isn't awful. And I keep reading that 102, 108, 112 degrees. And I mean, it's hot here, and you get dehydrated pretty quick. But South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, the humidity is what kind of kicks you down there. I mean, and we're out here a good 2.5, 3 hours. And as long as we kind of stay hydrated, the heat's not the worst part. We're running fast, and these guys have done a lot on the field here for a week, so it's been a full week. But the heat hadn't been near as bad as advertised.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about the position group over the week?
I liked my group, and you know, I liked them in the spring too. We signed 5 freshmen. One of them that came in, Roger Fisher, came in January. But the other 4 guys that came in, I tell you, all 4 of those guys are going to be good players, and I expect 2 or 3 of them at least to play a good bit this year. And you know, with the new red shirt rule, it gets interesting on how you kind of decide when or where or how. But we're certainly getting those guys ready to play, and it's a strong group. I'm impressed with really all those guys.
First scrimmage of the fall tomorrow.
Yep.
What are you expecting? What are you hoping to see?
You know what's funny? As much as we do Pascal and team out here, we scrimmage about every day. So it's we get after it pretty good. Now tomorrow it counts, and it's in our stadium, and you get to evaluate everyone a little bit differently, and you know, the camera angle's different, and it's a game environment for those guys. So it's a different evaluation. They know that. But I got a good crew. I expect them to play hard and catch a ball and make a lot of plays.
Is this team excited to transition back to Pullman for the rest of the camp?
Sure they are, and you know, that's just a natural sort of, you know, it means kind of camp's over. I think last year they were here 14 days, and I think one year they spent maybe 3 weeks here. Yeah, so 1 week here is kind of harmless compared to 3 weeks. 3 weeks that'd kind of beat you up there. But no, it's been a quick week, and it's gone well. But yeah, you hear a lot of guys excited to go back to Pullman, so that's always good.
Is there a particular characteristic of the receiving group that stands out to you, that gets you excited? I mean, there's always a lot of different types of shapes and sizes and skill sets, but
you know what? When there's 2 different receiver groups, receiver coaches, receiver positions, you know, I'm outside and Coach Nichols inside. Our guys, by structure, are different people. The majority of guys I have are pretty big guys. I got a couple smaller guys, but most of them are big players. One thing I kind of like about it, it's kind of a tough group. And I'm kind of impressed with that. Some of these young freshmen are tough guys, and they'll show up and go full tilt. And, you know, some of these freshman defense guys are tough guys, and they come at you kind of fast out here. And your natural ability to be tough shows quickly when you start turning it up a little bit. So I've got a strong group that likes playing the game, that holds their own well, and I'm looking forward to watching them play.
Last one for Coach.
I know Coach Leach likes to generally use 8 receivers, but it seems like there's at least 3 guys over at the Z position that can make a difference. Do you think there's an opportunity to use all 3?
You know what? That's a good question, and I'll be curious to see how it pans out. And I talked to Coach Nichols a lot about that, because he keeps reminding me, listen, because he's got a lot of good players on the inside too, and we're going to have 2 here and 2 here, and we're going to have 2 across the board, really, that we practice every day. And I certainly believe there's a 3rd guy at several positions that deserve the opportunity to play. So I'm going to do all I can to coach those guys and get them whatever reps I can. But from what I understand and what I know about Coach Leach, you're correct. He normally likes to coach the heck out of 2 guys at each position and get those 2 ready to play. So we'll see how it goes. But it's a good group. It's a really good young group, and the future of that outside position I think is really good.